Hi, this is Raya. In this session, I'm going to show you how to use the Microsoft Whiteboard step by step. It is free and it is available on Windows 10. The reason I like Microsoft Whiteboard is because it is simple. It has many tools, simple tools that all you need to teach math. For example, I'm a math teacher, so that is all I need. And I'll show you how you can enjoy it as well. I find myself using less and less paper every day, and I really love it. And even when I'm teaching in schools and also when I'm tutoring online or at home, I find myself using Microsoft Whiteboard more and more. And my students, they love the glitter pen and all that. And I get them to use it as well. So let me show you how to get it up on your computer and show you how to use it. So what you want to do is go to your search bar here, which is on the bottom left, and type in Microsoft Store. So we're just going to type in Microsoft Store. Hopefully it will come up. I can see it's up here. And then once you are on this page, you need to go to search and type in Microsoft Whiteboard. So Microsoft Whiteboard, it should turn up. Yes, it's there. So what you want to do is bring it up. It doesn't take long. Now for you, if you haven't got it on your computer yet, what you need to do is what you will have will be download, and then you just select download. It takes literally just a minute or so, and it will be in your computer, and then it will ask you to launch. Now I already have it on my computer, so I'm just going to launch Microsoft Whiteboard. So here it is. And this is your home page basically, and I will take you through how to use this Microsoft Whiteboard now. So to use the Microsoft Whiteboard effectively, you will need some sort of a digital pen. I use the Wacom tablet, but you don't have to use any specific brand. You just go around shopping online or somewhere and get yourself a digital pen. However, you can type on Microsoft Whiteboard. I will show you how to do that, but I find it much more fun using my pen. For example, I can use this glitter pen and just write down things, whatever I like, shapes, and all sorts of things. And I get my students to use it as well, and they love it. It keeps them engaged. So that's what I'll recommend. Now, the whiteboard itself can move from left to right, up and down. What you need to do is hold the left button on your mouse and just keep holding it, and then move left to right, up and down. If you want to move the whiteboard, it is endless, so you can just keep using it. And if you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, you can zoom in and out like this. And if you find yourself that you don't know how to get back to 100%, you just double click and there you are, back to 100% zoom. Okay, so that is just the simple functions or tools on this whiteboard. So now I'm going to show you how to use the tools that we have over here. But first of all, just show you can go back to all your work that you've done before here, and then you can create a new whiteboard from scratch. So all these are the whiteboards that I have created, and my work is saved there. Now I'm going to create a new whiteboard, and this is what you get. Right, so at the bottom here we got pens, we got eraser, highlighters, ruler, and all sorts. And then on the right we have another menu, which I'm going to go through step by step and tell you what they are. So let's start with this bottom menu. Then obviously you have pens here. You can see if I select that, I can choose what pen I want to set this pen to be, and also thickness. So can have it very, very thick like that. That's my name. Or I can have a thinner one like that. And then I can set these pens just as the same as the other pens. I love this glitter pen. This is my favorite at the moment. So I teach math with this. I probably use this thickness. This is the best one. So math. I love this. My students love it. Even the boy students, they love this glitter pen. All right, then you have your highlighter here. Again, you can choose what color highlighter you want it to be and what thickness. So if I could just choose that one and just highlight wherever I want, change the color of that. So I'm going to highlight it like that. You just play around with it. Then we have the eraser. I can just clear canvas. If I just press that, it will clear everything, or I can just, I've selected it, so now I can just go and just clear what I don't want to keep and keep what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and just clear canvas for now. Right, then we have this ruler, which is a little bit of a tricky one to use. What you need to do is, if you do need a scroll wheel to actually use this one. So you do need to go, if you scroll on your mouse, then right now I'm scrolling backwards and it is moving this ruler this way. So you can have that, and then what you can do, go up here, and I use my favorite glittery pen and I can draw the line. You can draw again, you can just move it if you want and draw another line. It's just endless. And then if you want, you can twist it, so like that, and just do whichever line. It's really, really easy to use. So remember, this was a tricky one for me because I tried to figure out how to move this ruler and I tried to make it short. Don't bother, it doesn't get short. It just moves, it just tilts, it rotates. So you need to use your scroll wheel to rotate it. The ruler doesn't get short. Well, I don't know how to make it short. There may be a way to do it, but I don't know it. Okay, so that is the ruler. Then we are now coming up to the lasso select. So lasso tool is really a cool one. So if I just go, and I know you're going to get fed up with me with this glitter pen. I just can't resist it, I'm afraid. So here you go. Let me just write something else. I'm actually going to write this time. Okay, and I'm going to use my lasso tool. So I'm going to select it, and I get something like that. I can actually use this. It says ink beautification. So let me see what happens. Sometimes it comes up with, oh, look at that. That is beautiful. I mean, I haven't tried this word before, but I'm loving it. So you can go and beautify your writing. I think I need it. I'm really terrible with my writing. I'm sure you've seen it by now. But you can also just go and select it again and just change the color if you want. Let's say we want it purple, okay, and then say, oh, I want this glitter. All right, that's cool, isn't it? I really love it. You can see I'm like a little child now with this. And then you can copy this and basically just press somewhere else, Control V, I believe. So there you go, you got another one. You can do other things. Obviously you can use your mouse to do so many things as well. You can select that one, put it this way, and use this where you have a little circle. You can make it big or small. You can move it around. You can also just lock it. So if I go, no, this won't lock. So there it is. Now it's part of this board, but I can click it again and move it. All right, so that is a lasso tool, which I love. And then the next thing is this text. So this is what I was saying. If you don't have a digital pen, you could start with this, and then you could do your little writing on the side and so on. So again, let me type something. Oh, what should I do? I'm going to be biased. Oh, let me be biased for once. I'm gonna type mathematics. All right, so there you go, mathematics. And oh, I want to change the color of this, so I'm gonna select this. Actually, you can just select this like that, and then go to font and change the color, and you can make it big if you want, and you can also like it if you like. So if I press like, it's not showing up. It should show this. Where's my like button? Oh, there it is. And then you can copy that as well. You can edit the text if you want. Now, if you click away, it's part of the board. So that is where you can type things, all sort of things. And you can add notes for your like sticky notes on your work. You can type if you like, or you can just pick up the pen. I'm going to use a blue one this time. So there you go. So guess what's been written? Math. It's math all the time. So there you go. You can go on, and I believe you can change the color and have a different color for this sticky note and so on. Again, you could like your sticky note. You can get other people to like it. So I'll show you that you can share the link, and then people can like your sticky notes. How nice is that? So that is notes. Let's go to the next part. So now we're going to the next menu, which is the image menu. You can put in your images. Now you can play around with this. You can import images from camera, from Bing image, or library image. That's from your computer, I suppose. So I'm going to put one image from my computer here. I have one right here. So I'm just going to go right click is here. This is Zanzibar, and I took this picture. That's my home island. It's in Tanzania. That is a sunset, of course, in Nungwi, which is the north coast of Zanzibar. Right, so you can move around. You can lock this image here to background, and now it won't move around. So there you go, it will move with the whiteboard. So to unlock it, you need to right click and just place that, and then you can now move it again, or you can resize it. I love this picture. It makes me feel homesick. Right, so those are the images. You can put as many images as you like, because this whiteboard, this digital whiteboard, is endless, of course. Let's go to the next menu. So this menu is called Insert Menu. Okay, let's see what it does. You can just play around with this. Again, you get these kind of notes again. I don't really want them, so I'm gonna go and show you what I use in math. For example, I use this one here, PDF. You can import your PDF. So I'm gonna click that, and now I can choose the PDF. I'll click that, and it brings up here. Now, there are 2 pages on my PDF. I can insert all pages from down here, or I can select the page that I want to just copy. So I'm just saying that one, and then insert selected, and now it is inserted. So let's go up and down and put it up here. Right, you can make it big, small. Again, you can lock, and then that's part of the board now, so it won't move around. It will just move with the board, and you can right click and unlock it if you want to move it. Now let's try with PowerPoint. I actually love PowerPoint in the way it inputs everything. So let's go to PowerPoint. You can include Word document. Let's do PowerPoint. So I'm going to here to this lesson. It brings all my slides. Now I can bring them all in, or I can just choose what I want. So I'm just going to choose a few for the demonstration purpose. So let's say I like this slide, that slide, and that slide, and this slide, and I'm going to insert all of them here. They're all here in one click. Right, so now let's say I don't like this arrangement. What should I do? Well, I can just say, oh, I like that one to be over there, and that one to be there, or I can just make them the whole page, just get rid of the other, move them down, and I can make that one bigger. So behave yourself. here you go, and so on. And then on the right, you could write your notes, annotate whatever you want. You could get the kids, especially if you are doing tuition, this is really good. And if you're obviously doing your YouTube recording, this is perfect, because you could have your slide here and then you could type your working out on the right. So I use a lot of my YouTube recording now on this whiteboard. I love it. So the next one is undo and then redo. You know, you're very familiar with those buttons. So I'm now moving on to the menu on the right. If you click that, you will get this menu. It says active pen. It's just to do with these pens basically. So you do need to have that on. Ink to shape. So that at the moment it is on. If I do that, I could do circles, for example, and like that. And I just draw this hand drawn. But if I want my shape to be, for example, if I want it to be a good triangle, so I could just do this and it will shape it. So there you go. Let me try. Sometime it doesn't work, but let me see if this works. So that didn't work. I'll try another one. You just have to play around with this, and that works. You could draw a circle. There you go. I mean, you can have all sort of shapes here and make all sort of pattern if you like. And with this glitter pen, the end is your imagination, really. So let's get a blue one here. What should I have? I'm gonna have another triangle. Ooh, like that. How cool is that? So you can draw your shapes and like with freehand, and then it will turn into a good shape for you. So that's it, ink to shape. And then we're moving on to ink to table. What is that? So at the moment it's off. You can see I could try to draw something like this and nothing happened. But if I select that, I can now, so I'm going to move up a little bit. So hold button on the left and move up. So I'm going to now draw a table. So like that, freehand. Okay, so let's see if it understands. Okay, there you go. And what you need to do now is to create your columns and rows. You need to just draw the lines a little bit outside the box. So like that, and then it understands you want to draw a table. Here you can add more columns and rows, so you just keep clicking, or you can just go like that and it will add more. There's no end to this. See how lovely. You can have all those tables just like that. And oops, that was not a nice one. So let's go down like that and then give it time to think. Now, so you can now go and type in if you want. I'm going to get my glitter pen. So I could just say, okay, that's a date. Well, it didn't, how dare. Don't select glitter pen. So date and maybe, let's say date of birth, or boy or girl. You can see it moves, it changes, increases the shape as you type. I'm just going to type all sort of things here, random things. Oh, mathematics. Okay, so what else should we write? So let's say we're going to write physics here. Okay, and so on. So you can create this table as you like, and it's so cool. I find it so cool. So you can select it again like that. Let's go out and select it. So now I can make these tables small if I want. I can make it big. I could make it like that. If you want to do something funky, I'll just put it on the side. Got your table, and maybe you want, if you got statistical tables, then you could do your charts on the side here and so on. It is so lovely to be able to draw it by hand, and then it's all there done for you. So cool. So that is tables for you. So the next one down is object snapping. What is that? Well, if I've got these objects here and I want them to be lined up nicely, so they don't, let's say I take that one there, you can see those lines. So I could put it there, and let me choose the last one and Similarly, that is going to be there, so they all line up nicely. That is what it is for. So if you want to make sure all your objects are lined up nicely, then you choose object snapping. Export, you can export this as an image. So basically you just click export, and I used Ping and it worked, and it just turned all your work, all your pages into like pictures, like they're like slides. You can like go back and forward and look at the images of your slides. Okay, so that's what it does. And then now for the next one, which I love, because this is one of the reasons I actually use Microsoft Whiteboard, is this background. It's so good. So if I go up, and then you will see, if you go back to background again, so format background, you can change colors to start with, if you like that, if you like black, and you can have that. And then you can choose your grid background. So you have the solid, which is what you get by default, or you can change it. So I'm going to make it yellow at the moment, and then you can choose any of these. So square, there's a lot. You can choose graph if you're trying to draw graph, hybrid, and all this. I think this is the main thing that I like about this Microsoft Whiteboard, other than the glitter pens. Okay, glitter pens is the first, and then the whiteboard. Okay, so then yeah, it just carries on. Really, this is the best part. I myself love these backgrounds, because if you want to draw graphs, it's so easy. It's all here. Okay, right, so that is the background. I mean, if you like all these different colors, if you like, I do love colors, because do you know what, people think if you just because you're teaching mathematics, it has to be all, you know, masculine and tough, and you got to speak loud. No, you just need to be calm, just as butter, and just do math, and it will go in easily. If you are tight, math will not go into your brain. Okay, just like anything else, even the needle will not get into you. Anyway, so that is the background. If you want to move the toolbar, maybe you have lots of things down here, you can move the location of it. So you can choose left and it will go that way. You choose right and then we'll go to the right there. I just like it at the bottom there. So my toolbar location is mostly there. That is by choice, of course. Clear canvas, you know what that is. So if I go, you can use that one, or you could use this rubber down here, eraser, and accessibility checkout. I think you can play around with that. That is about that. Other than you can invite people. Web sharing link is off at the moment, so if you want to share this with your students, maybe after your lesson or whatever it is, maybe you've done at home, you're setting work for them, and you want them to access it, you can give them a link. So this needs to be on, and then it will create a link. So creating sharing link down here, you can copy that link and then email it to all your students, and they'll have access to this document. How wonderful. I really love this Microsoft Whiteboard. So this is it for the Microsoft Whiteboard for now. I'm going to do a video on how to record your math videos, math lessons for YouTube purpose, or just for whatever you want to. If you want to record your lessons freely without paying a penny, no penny. So keep an eye on that. It should be out within a week or so. Bye for now.